Okay, this is round 5, I think, um, of Continentals. We are playing against Redino 987 on ASA. It's the first time we've played against um, Purple HB decks today. We had a pretty bad opening, so I've mulliganed into this, which actually feels pretty good. Diesel Fermenter, Creative, Symbol Chip are all cards which, I mean, the Symbol Chip is only useful if I've got a Fermenter as well, but I do. But particularly Diesel, Fermenter, Creative um, is likely to be most of my first turn, and then the last bit of it will depend on how many cards I leave in hand. I mean, if this is super wide ASA at the moment, some of them are jamming all of the cards they put just out on the table, which makes it really hard to get lat draw. And they can kind of afford to do that with wage workers, which we're probably going to have to trash if we see them. We do have fun. We obviously do have Clock Fret. But if anyone's good at getting out my viruses, it's ASA. Okay, so we want to leave 2 cards in hand. So I think the big question is do I check HQ? Or, no, so maybe we run server 1 to start with. Let's find out what the punish is here. Okay. Well, interesting. Okay, so we've got a hush, which is going to be really, really important. Do we want to trash this? It could also be an Oppo, which is going to be harder. If I trash it, I can't get down to cards for the lat draw. Do we check server 2 as well? No. Let's go this, this, this. Get a lat draw, assuming they're not resing a Spin Doctor. They don't. Ah. Sorry. Should have waited longer. Well, that's annoying because we specifically we specifically got down to 2 cards to get the draw, and if I'd have run the Spin Doctor, I don't actually know what my turn would be there. Okay, we checking this to keep them honest. I think we're doing a bit of setup first. We'll draw once more. Oh, money, money, draw. Take a guess that time. Okay, we do want to find. Okay, so maybe I should have got rid of Spin Doctor. Maybe not. We do want to find ourselves an SMC. Let's draw. Draw. We'll just run server 2. Get rid of a good doctor. And take some. I think we probably challenge this server. We might just pop this first in case of like we've got all of our breakers in hand. Okay. Wow. So all the spins. Have we checked server 3? We're not going to get our lat draw this turn, so maybe we just start putting some breakers down. Um, feel like if we get down one of these, and then we might pull back a fermenter at this point. We do have a lot of money, actually. Maybe that was unnecessary. Especially as we haven't actually just double checked that 3 or the HQ upgrade aren't something particularly nasty. Okay. Mini clown car. They're looking to pop off a pretty big. We can just run this, right? Right. Find out. Okay. We'll end the run there. We'll run server 3. They pull an ablative barrier. That fires. Two spin doctors out. So unless they've got like a bunch of restores, maybe. Oh, I guess they've got the ablatives, so they can get them back with that. They've also got former carries on the board. We know because we know. We'll get a draw. Lilypad is fine. Pretty good, actually. Like, we might look at this HQ. I think I want to get drafted down before we do that. So let's go Lilypad. We draw off this. We can draw once. Put down a nuker, draw another card. Okay, worst possible option. Maybe should have gone and got that. The question is whether they're on any other. Tag punishment. Do we want to go and check this now? No, I think we set up the next turn when we just go in hard. So I'm going to gain the money here, gain a credit, draw a card. Okay, bit of a shame. Okay, Stegadon, yeah, Stegadon deck. Right, so we'll go and clear out this Managarm, I think. Hmm. We could take 2 damage here. We don't need all these draw cards. We kept all the draw cards. I don't know if that was worth it. It was potentially more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So now we just want to hammer one server, I think, is the correct response to the Stegadon problem. Let's hit one of these first. We just do need to take some more money. If we draw, what are we drawing into more of? Click that, click that. What do we do for our last click? So we've played most of our like gambles and creatives. I guess we draw into a fermenter is what we draw into. Didn't draw into a fermenter. We maybe put down a Peritia. That's going to leave us with 8 cards in hand. Or we just go. Hmm. I think I want to keep this. I think the draw can probably go at this point. They get it for Rashida, which is a shame because I'd kept them reasonably poor. So essentially we need to just run that one server. We run now, right? Okay. Deal of Vitruvius. Trash Managam. Keep them fairly poor. Might just score. Just whacking out Rashidas. Certainly is a thing. Hmm. So I could move the funhouse here and then run. Boosting is a big problem though. Let's try and draw into a fermenter. We didn't. Hmm. This is tricky. Very tricky. Letting them score out of Stegadon turns out to be a bad move. So I need to get the hush back, and I want to do it on this turn so I get a draw. Um, the play here, I think, is for them to score out in this server, in server 6. And that may well be what they're looking for. So if we click this, and then we make a run. I don't think I can dirty laundry, unfortunately. Can trash that with the breezer at least. And then I think we can't click this any more times. Install take a credit. This is tough. Very, very tough. Yeah. Okay. Can we deep dive them for the win? Don't think we can on this turn. Looks like just doing this to de-res. Stegadon we steal. We're gonna risk it. Stegadon we steal. Do we have an SMC in the bin? Don't have an SMC in the bin. We want one to get a Future Charn out next turn. What's better, a Hush or a Precia? Wait, wait, wait. It is at this point that something happens in the background. Big family emergency involving my little one. Um, Thankfully, my beautiful wife was there to sort it out. But what will happen now is that I will completely uh, forget that I'm meant to be commentating my games because I'm so distracted. So a little bit, actual commentary will resolve shortly, but you'll see here me adding the Pikachu to the wrong card. Very nicely, Radino asked for a callback. I also essentially wanted to act here to pop a clock because I thought that they were fast advancing. They then showed me that they weren't going to fast advance by resing the Vovo and kind of doing the second advancement and what have you. I decided to continue as if I was expecting that anyway because that's why I got them to pull back. And if they had asked me for an action there, then I would have installed the clot anyway. I don't know that they're not on Audacity. I also don't really want them to potentially score a Luminal. Although I guess, oh well, maybe I should have expected no Luminals here. So now I am just hoping that I can deep dive for the win. What I'm mainly worried about here is them resing the Gatekeeper and de-resing the former Kerry as well. Because if that happens, I haven't done the maths, but I'm not totally sure that unless it was on this overclock run, that I could actually afford the credits to boost and break with Buzzsaw, even with a turbine installed. And that might well have shut this turn down. As it was, they have a big think. And well, we'll see what they res. I'm watching myself. I'm so just like I'm all over the place here by facial expressions. This is what I do when I'm really nervous. This little nose twitch thing. It's bizarre. I'm going to be able to make this run, and that means I'm going to be able to deep dive. I needed the Pikachu because I was 100% sure that they would be on Ikawa projects. And I can't steal an Ikawa project without a Pikachu off a deep dive. I realised that I had not been commentating for a while because because of a slight family emergency. So here we look like we should be getting off a deep dive. They might pull some former carries across here. Oh, we see an Ickworth of win. Um, just to let them know that we had it. Hoping no gatekeeper. Set up a second. Um, yeah, so that we got there, but we only just got there. That felt like a real tough grind. The Stegadon decks are um, seriously hard to play against once they get rolling, especially for our um, style of deck, because our boosting ability is not good. Um, so if their ice strength goes over 5, or more importantly, our breakers get brought down, then we end up in a lot of trouble. Good to keep this and go for the jam next turn. A little bit risky. I'm going to keep it. Haffron in hand is not what I want at all. Um, maybe I wanted like a gamble. I don't have a gamble. We're just gonna put this on R&D and we'll show it. Nope. Put this on HQ and gain a credit. So we're probably expecting Hermes, but they might just be kind of good stuff. We'll find out. Yeah, we do see a Hermes. I think we can risk this. It's a big risk actually because they know they can get through the Stavka. Pop. Will pop. Um, Probably the magnet seems best. Okay, looks like they don't have inside job here, which is good. Gonna advance, advance. Do I want to risk them getting this? I don't want to score it this turn. Okay, looks like we have made it through. Turtle. Scary. All right. So we'll advance. think we do score it here. Um, in a Stavka here feels wrong, but I might still do it. This can go on HQ, we'll pay. This can go on archives. It's now a real shame that they know that this is a Stavka, but at least they're not going to be making any easy runs through that. Yeah, we'll res here. We don't need to. Get rid of this. We can still res HQ amazingly. How great is that? So I think we go sort of credit, credit, and then we probably just extract. They're going to have more turtles. They're going to have more turtles, but I think we've now got them a virus. So this Stavka did its job. I think we probably go magnet in front of here. We don't want them to know that they need a barrier breaker, or we put an Afshar on HQ. I think we go magnet here on R&D. Next time we're probably going to install the spin and res it. Okay, Unity. Leech. Might need to deal with that. Put this in a new remote. They can see that it's a spin doctor because we're going to res it anyway. We want to get the half run into the bin, so I think we actually install it and extract it. We then get the money and we can put it back. It's like whether we pull back the border control or the Stavka, and it might be the Stavka at this point. Okay, second leech. Quite glad of our virus in hand. Okay, they've seen the half run. Maybe we shouldn't have shown them the half run. We'll put this and this. Well, we can't quite score behind that now. But maybe soon. Pay one, yes. We'll put that in there as well. And we'll hedge, hoping that they can't get in here. And next turn we will try and push out the SDS. Crowder is a problem, especially if they decide to run HQ now. Do we want to get a different two-coster from our deck at all? We do, but could get a Yakov. Or do we want to get a different free coster from our deck? I think just for sandstone, fine. We are going to try and push here. Well, we have to try and push here. So we can go bop bop and then get a third wrap around here. Is it worth it? Use one. They might work out there. They have to boost and break for this. So they need thinking. Sorry, action for run. Don't mind. We'll just put a wraparound. I guess like we could have just used a half run. Maybe we should have just used a half run. Do we want to get Tikana? This is going to cost them 4. No, we're just going to put the wraparound sub 1. And then I think they can't get in. Okay. Oh. Oh, that is shocking. That is a problem. Yeah. If they don't actually run, oh my word. We might get away with this. Nice. Torga. Can they actually get through here? The bad pub is gonna just about carry them through, maybe? Click for 1. Yeah, of course. Um, indeed. I think running HQ is the better option. They run it. He runs HQ. I mean, if he hits him a virus, is what he's worried about. This is one. This is exactly 3 credits, so he can do 0 boosting. But I think he'll be all right. Yeah. Okay. So, to super tense moment here as I draw another agenda. And I know it's super tense because I shut up at this point. So I thought I'd just jump in with what my thoughts are here. So they're on absolutely 0 credits. Um, they only need a few credits to get into the server, but they do need a few. I think that the line here is to push sooner rather than later while I have a scoring window. But I realise that the best play here is to show them the ice on HQ. They're moving the Vovo, so I can actually afford to res it if they do run Stavka, so that I can save a credit from 419 to install the 3-2. Okay, sorry, really tense here, really tense. Um, they could obviously get a Hermes boop. They don't. I think I've got this. Incredible game if this, like, even right till there, them getting in on that last turn. I mean, we've had to jam incredibly aggressively. The 2 leeches have actually been a problem even with the virus threat. Like a jailbreak, just, just, just scraped it. GG. Real tight game. All right. That puts us in pretty good standing though. That's 3 sweeps in a row. I might have to take a bit of a breather now, and I'll be back with round 6.